Y'all, it's the Stevo show. Y'all already know. Today, we're going to talk about Stevo. Well, y'all, I decided to give y'all a little background on Stevo and how the Stevo show started. So if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all can see I got over 5,400 plus videos on Instagram. And this started from like way back, from probably like 2012. I started really posting a lot of pics, and my original plan was, like I always say, I'm a chess player. I've been playing chess since a little kid. Like probably, probably elementary. I know elementary for sure. I was playing chess already. Me and my brother used to always play chess all the time, you know. So I always like to say I think chess, you know. I make chess moves, and to break that down for y'all non-chess players is when you're playing chess, you thinking 3, 4, 5, up to 8 moves ahead, you know, to win the game. You know what I'm saying? You always got to think ahead. So I always dealt with life like that. You know, I'm always thinking a few steps ahead of where I'm trying to get to. So when I started taking all the pictures and posting all my pictures, basically my own little Bible for y'all to scroll through, you know. And the original plan was like 100 years from now, I feel like my ancestors, and not ancestors, but my kids gonna have access to this, you know, so they can probably enjoy it and be able to get to look at it and be like, say, that's why such and such look like that. Oh, that's why such and such look like that or act like that. You know, he act just like his great granddad, Steven, the Stevo show. You know, I want that to be an option, you know. So that's why I said thinking chess. I'm thinking generations and generations way ahead of me be able to come back and have access to this footage, you know, or at least my Instagram page. You know, it's already public, so it's never be private, you know. So they'll always have access to it. So that was my original plan, and I started. You know, I did my weight loss back in the day. That's probably like 2012. No, 2000. Yep, that was 2012. I was headed to the Army, and I was starting to work out, and I went to the gym to go play basketball, and I ended up twisting my ankle, like real bad. You know, and I twisted this ankle, I'd have lost count. I'm probably on 8, 9 times. I know I twisted 5 times in high school and multiple times after high school. So I know I'm somewhere around 9, 10 times I twist this ankle. But the last time I twisted my ankle, I'm thinking, 3 weeks, I'm gonna be right back at it. Ain't no thing, you know, just walk it off, this and that. But man, I was in the bed for 3 months, you know, and I had to push my Army date back farther and farther, you know, but I still went in to do my little test, my physical and all that. They looked at my ankle, and of course, you know, they said they couldn't get anything going beyond that, but I got what I could get done. And I looked at that as like, I started thinking to myself like, dang, maybe some trying to tell me something. Maybe this ain't a good idea, this and this and that. And then some more stuff happened. I don't want to get too personal on that, but I ended up with my kids, you know, so I had to let them know that, hey, I can't go to the Army right now. My kids need me, you know, so I ended up staying. But while that was going on, I was in the bed for 3 months. 3 months, couldn't do nothing. My ankle was, whew. And I never forget the first time I actually walked was at one of my best friend's mom's funeral. You know, I was in the bed and I was like, I gotta get up and go to this funeral. Gotta go. I couldn't miss that funeral, you know. And I got up on my crutches and I got there, and when I went to go view the body, I was actually walking. And nobody know that, but that was my first time walking. So I felt like she gave me the strength to get up there and go to the funeral and had that strength to make it through the day. And that was my first time even walking out the bed and walking around like that. So with that being said, for them 3 months, I gained like 250 pounds. Whew, I never felt like that in my life. 250 pounds. Like right now, I'm 220, but it's not a bad 220. You know what I'm saying? I would, if you ask myself, but I gained like a sloppy 250, sitting around doing nothing. 250, you can see it all in my face, and my stomach was like big. My stomach ain't never been that big, and I never forget what I started after them 3 months. I started to walk real good, not real good, but it took a whole year for me to be able to run again. My kids was missing me. My son, I couldn't go run around outside with him, something I do often, and he was just missing me from like playing around outside with him and all that. So it took a whole year before I can even actually play some good basketball again. I never forget one day, I don't know when, but I never forget this feeling. I went down to tie my shoe. When I went down to tie my shoe, I said, "Huh." I was like, oh no, this not gonna work. I couldn't have been down to tie my shoe. My stomach was stopping me. You know what I'm saying? With me being skinny all my life, in high school, I was 165, cross country, track athlete, basketball star and all that. I was 165. I never felt no fat stomach like that. So after that, I was like, forget this. I'm just lose all this. So I went on a strict diet, which was called intermediate fasting. I did intermediate fasting, and in 12 weeks, I went from 250 to 180 in 12 weeks. And I post that whole step, everything I did on Instagram. If you can scroll back, that's a lot of scrolling, but if you can scroll far enough, you can see my whole weight loss, me going from 250 to 180, and I got good feedback on that. People was like, I ran into my homeboy dad, and he was just smiling. Ran into him at the gas station. He was like, boy, I done lost what, I don't know how many, probably like 20 pounds. And watching you, man, it motivated me to lose 20 pounds. I was like, oh yeah, hey, what I'm saying? That made me feel good inside. I'll never forget that feeling, And a couple more times, people's hitting me up, asking me, what diet you use, what you do, like how you do it, and this and that and that. So I was actually getting good feedback back then on just by me doing my weight loss to kind of motivate people. And I never forget that feeling. It felt good to be able to motivate people, which I've been doing all my life. I never been a hater, so you know what I'm saying. So, but just to get the feedback and not knowing it, I wasn't doing it for no certain reason. I was just basically creating my Bible, basically, and I got good feedback on it. So that motivated me to keep going. Yeah, even started my landscaping business. I started my landscaping business in 2014. I started my landscaping business, and you can see me start. I started with a push lawnmower and a broom. That's all I had, So I went out there just thugging it out with my landscaping business, and I was going hard. Started picking up customers, and I upgraded my equipment. Like now, I've been in business 6 years, and I got all the equipment I need to run a successful business, So I got all that on there, the whole step of the way of me starting my business. And even after that, I had a little situation to where I ended up going on the road and getting my CDL. And so when I started getting my CDL, you can scroll back far enough, you can see every step of the way. I posted, I think at that time you could do videos. Back then, we were going to post pictures. So when I was doing the weight loss and all that, it's all pictures. I don't think we was allowed to do videos just yet. And even when we was allowed to do videos, I wasn't just into the videos just yet, posting videos. So there's a lot of pictures. But when I went on the road, or when I was doing my getting my CDL, I posted a lot of videos showing the whole process of me getting my CDL. I got a lot of good feedback from that. You know, people were like, they always wonder how it went to get your CDL and all that. And I gave them basically an insight on the process of getting a CDL. So like every step of the way, I got good feedback, but I wasn't even attempting to reach out to folks or do it just because this reason. I wasn't doing it for likes and all that. My original reason was I wanted to basically create my Bible, and for my like I say, my kids can come back and end up seeing my Instagram and seeing who their great granddaddy is. You know, I think that's gonna be appreciated. You know, I'm gonna be somewhere looking down on them, just smiling. That's gonna be just smiling, knowing that they got access to that. You know, so hopefully that motivates some of y'all to create your own Bible and just started posting more, doing more videos, and not for likes, but just for the fact of your generations will go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, pick it up and see who they great grandparents was, you know. Yeah, I had a lot of situations going on with my kids, you know. I had my kids years at a time for certain situations and all that. And just recently I got custody of them, you know, so I got a lot of feedback on that too. People know what I've been going through, fighting for my kids, just basically just wanted to see my kids live a happy life, what they deserve, you know. And I got a lot of good feedback. People was real congratulating me and all that. And that was a good moment that I'm glad I was able to share on Instagram and Facebook and all that. So, you know, so that's basically that's basically how the Stevo show came along. You know, it started off with me making chess moves, thinking 8, 5, 8, 9, 10 steps ahead. And, you know, eventually I'm a checkmate, you know. So it ain't just about money, trying to make money and all that. How many subscribers I get, that's how many subscribers I have. And, you know, I'm keep on just being myself, being Stevo. And every time I turn on that camera, that's what you're going to get, Stevo. I ain't going to change. I ain't trying to go a certain way and all that. I'm just trying to catch most stuff on video, you know, with me and the kids. You know, I did one video, me and my son playing outside, but we do it a lot more. And I'm start setting up more outside with me and my son, trying to get a lot of our activities going on and me interacting with my daughter. So we all gonna eventually come together and do more videos so y'all can see what my kiddos and me be up to. But y'all go follow me on Instagram at the Stevo Show and basically scroll back. Hey, if you make it to the bottom, you know what? I'm got some Stevo Show shirts coming back. So everybody that can scroll to the bottom, now that's a lot of, I don't know how quick it is on a computer, but if you can get all the way to the bottom and comment on my first picture, everybody that comment on my first picture, I'm gonna put their names in a raffle and I'm gonna draw somebody to win them a Stevo shirt. Hey, you want your free Stevo shirt? Hey, that's what I just came up with. That's how you're gonna get a Stevo shirt. Go to Instagram, scroll all the way down. Now that's 5,400 pictures you gotta go through to get to it. But when you make it to the bottom, go ahead and leave a comment. Say, I made it, I'm here. Any little random comment. So anybody that's commented on there, and I don't know how many comments I got on there anyway, probably not a lot. It's probably some Army stuff, Calf Scout. I think my first picture is a Calf Scout picture because I was headed to the Army. So anybody comment on that, going into the raffle to win a Stevo shirt. I think that's a good idea. But let me give y'all a little background on me personally. You know, I've basically been an athlete all my life. And I played baseball. I started playing baseball at 3 years old. So from 3 all the way to 9th grade, I played baseball. I started getting into basketball around 7th, 8th grade, I wasn't all that good of a hooper, but I was always fast. Every school, everywhere I went, I was the fastest kid, by far. I was, that little bright dude can run. And I can always jump high. I always had hops. In high school, I came out of high school with a 44-inch vertical, so I always had hops. So I've been an athlete all my life. And the biggest thing I did was my senior year, I missed my prom because I made it to state. And I always knew I was going to miss my prom because the state track meet every year. The state track meet was the same day as the prom. And I always said I knew I wasn't going to prom. And my senior year, I made it to state in long jump and triple jump. And then at the state track meet, I won long jump and I won triple jump. And I broke the state record at triple jump too. So I still own the state record with triple jump every year for the past 17 years. I did that in '01. So for the past 17 years, they've been calling out my name at the state track meet, which me and my kids gonna try to attend this year. From this year on, we're gonna try to go there every year just so they can hear them call my name, because I can't take them to the high school, because you go to high schools, it's no record of me doing anything there. All that stuff gone, and I really don't like that. I think I should be able to have the opportunity to take my kids to my old high school and reminisce on some stuff and show them my accomplishments and all that, but they know where to be found. But that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna start shooting slugs if I start talking about that though. But I plan on fixing that though. I'm gonna do something about it. I ain't gonna just lay down and let them do Stevo like that, high riser, you know what I'm saying? So I done dunked on a lot of folks out there. I got some people under my I done dunked on quite a few. That was my highlights, dunking on folks. So especially with them hops. So that's a little thing about me. Like I said, I was an athlete all my life. So that can tell you something about me. I'm a real active person. Like, I ain't somebody talking about, I'm the type of person, you coming to me with an idea, I'm not gonna be just like, oh, okay, that's a good idea now. Like, but you come to me with it, I'm gonna start questioning stuff and start trying to figure out how we gonna make it happen. I ain't gonna just sit back and just glaze into the stars. What if? Oh, what if this? What if this? I'm actually gonna put some action. I'm gonna start jumping on YouTube, getting on Google, finding books to read, and I'm gonna start investigating, and we're gonna try to make it happen, So we just here giving y'all a little bayou of Stevo and how the Stevo show came, so y'all can at least watch this video and see what y'all dealing with. And about my personality, growing up, I was always shy. I was a shy individual until I got around people I knew. I'm the type of person that was like, pay attention to what's who in the room or who around me. I don't even just jump out and be comfortable and all that. So I definitely was shy around certain groups, but if I wasn't shy around, y'all know I was goofy, acting a fool and keeping people laughing. That was just who I was and how I was. So, and I had a lot of friends growing up. I was always the type of kid that go outside and knock on everybody's door. That's back in the day. They don't do that. Not too many neighborhoods like this no more, but I used to knock on the door, everybody's door, and get everybody to come outside. We were playing football. We didn't play a lot of basketball growing up. I just wasn't that big a fan. I ain't started getting a fan of basketball till middle school, but we was always doing something outside because of me. I'm knocking on everybody door, getting everybody out. And most people that know me know that I was always on my rollerblades. I rollerblading my ass off all through the neighborhood. And I used to always go to the skating ring, and I used to always win the race. And I was so fast that I win my race, and then I race with the big kids and win that race too, foot race and on the skates. That's how fast I was. The older kids wasn't even much messing with me. I'm dusting them, So let's give y'all a little history. It should be good to at least know who y'all dealing with and what y'all dealing with. Y'all know dealing with a beast, light-skinned beast. That's what I am. And I'm still fast. I'm 35 years old now, and every kid I didn't race so far haven't beat me. You know, it's just in me. I was born that way and I'm gonna die that way. You know, basketball, still can't beat. My kinfolk called me out the other day, so I'm about to show him again that you ain't never gonna be able to beat me, youngster. Never ever. You know, it's just in me. Ain't gonna change, you know. That's all, just a little Stevo moment. Let y'all know how the Stevo show came along. Knowing that this ain't just come out the blue like, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. You know, it ain't all started like that. I've been doing this since 2012. It's just what it involved to me creating my own YouTube channel and basically passing it on to the world. And I like the way it's going and all. I get, like I say, the feedback what keeps me going. I get good feedback, you know, and I'm getting my landscaping business even more crunk this year. So I'm pushing it a lot harder, and that's going good already. I already got a good amount of customers just to keep me busy, you know, just off top. You know, people know that dealing with me, I ain't gonna mess over them. You know, I always show love. I always believe in you show love, you get love back. Always. And I done showed a lot of people love. I didn't ended up with the short end of the stick out of a lot of them situations. But like I say, I didn't do it to get anything back. You know, it'll be kind of good to benefit from it, you know, and all that. But that's not why I be showing love to folks. That's just genuinely who I am, you know. And hopefully one day I can show some love to a woman and she appreciate it and show me some love back, you know. So I've been single for at least 3 years now, you know. I dated, had relationships and all that, but for the most part, I still say I've been single because none of them just really became serious, you know. And I done met some good women, and some of them was toxic for me, but I have met some good ones that probably it just didn't work out for whatever situation though. But, you know, every situation is a learning process, you know. So that's what I'm be doing, a lot of talking about relationships and all that, the single life, me trying to find a date. And like, I don't put too much pressure on finding a date. I keep it kind of simple, kind of easy, because I focus a lot on my kids and focus a lot on my business and how I operate throughout the day. It's really like when I'm out and about, I ain't thinking about talking to a female. I see some females and I might be like, oh, she look good and all that, but I don't bother them. Don't waste their time. I wouldn't say wasting their time. I just don't bother them. You know, I be on another mission. My head be just rolling. And I just keep it going, you know. So, but maybe one day I'll pull up, see a female and just be like, boop. Ooh. Hey. Be like, yeah, say, hey there, mom, how you doing? Yeah, I've been watching you. Why don't you come on over here and give me your number so we can converse a little bit. That's my favorite word, converse. I like to converse with you women, you know, but like my kinfolk said, I was gonna work out, you know, I ain't gonna put too much pressure on it or force the issue and all that. Just gonna let it happen. And when it happens, you know, I'm gonna give that woman all I can, all the love I got, you know. Just when I look at it like this, the fourth quarter, and I need somebody to go ahead and finish this fourth quarter with me, you know, and maybe we can take it into overtime, double overtime, you know, and just thug it out, you know. So I know it's gonna happen, you know. I believe, I pray and all that, so I believe that it's gonna happen. So, but y'all leave some comments in the comment area, you know, anything y'all got to say about good old Stevo and how the Stevo show started, you know, and I'll respond, answer all y'all questions and all that. And don't forget, follow me on Instagram. Well, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook is all the same, the Stevo show. Even the Tumblr, the Stevo show, THA, the Stevo show. You know, so you can look that up on any social media and find me. On PlayStation, it's Stevo Gotcha. Any gaming system, it's Stevo Gotcha. STEVOGOTCHA. Stevo Gotcha. PS4. Any games on my phone, it's Stevo Gotcha. I play Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, and the new game Brawl Stars. You know, I got my own clan on all of them. You know, so got a good little community on there. People I converse with on a daily. So, you know, I get a lot of conversation. So I need to put all this conversation to a female instead of all this extra stuff, you know. So, but at the moment, I ain't entertaining no female. Ain't no female calling my phone. It's just me, you know. So, but like I said, leave comments. Gladly respond to any comments. Converse with y'all in the comments area, you know. And what I was saying, I got off subject and everything, but don't forget on Instagram, go to my if you make it to my very, very, very first post, I post it on Instagram, leave a comment and all that. I'm gonna take all the names on there, put it into a raffle, and I'm gonna raffle out a Stevo shirt. You know, it's the Stevo Show shirt. So y'all be one of the first ones to get the Stevo shirt when it comes out. And matter of fact, y'all can just put whatever color y'all like. Y'all favorite color, that's the kind of shirt I'm gonna make. You know, I ain't even got me one yet. You know, so when I make mine, I'm gonna make sure that I make y'all, whoever the winner is gonna get that color shirt, you know. So I think that's a good idea. I like the way that's headed, you know. So I'm excited to start doing these giveaways too. I'm not in a position to do giveaways right now. So, but y'all can donate to the Stevo Show, the $ Stevo Show on the Cash App. So I use all that for the giveaways. So anything donated is coming back to y'all. I'm doing any kind of giveaway I can think of. So it's going to be exciting to get to that point where I start doing random giveaways and just basically showing love back to the Stevo fans. And it's going to be some good things happening. You know, look forward to some big things happening. And I know I've been chopping up with a few different people and all that. And we got some good things going, planning ahead, you know, making chess moves with other chess players, you know. So I'm excited to see what the future holds. You know, it's gonna be a lot of fun showing y'all where the Stevo Show headed. So thank y'all for tuning in once again. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like my videos. Like I always say, like or dislike, you know, keep it 100, you know, either like it or you dislike it, you know. Hey, can't be mad, tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to lie to me, you know. I'd rather somebody tell me the truth. So go ahead and like, dislike, subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and click the bell. That little bell over there gonna notify you every time I drop a video. It's gonna let you know, boom, the Stevo Show is on. So y'all can tune in and go ahead and show me some love. Appreciate it. It's the Stevo Show. Y'all already know.